Hey everyone, my name's Jacob. Um, this is more or less just for me. Gonna be tracking my lifts, um, and just by uploading it, hopefully I can be more accountable. I've been lifting since I was 16 years old. Um, I lifted with my football team. That's where I learned how to do all the big lifts, the Olympic lifts, and I've had on and off consistency since then. Um, so hopefully this is gonna help me just keep track. This right here, I did 5 sets, 225 for 5 reps. Um, there is already someone on YouTube who uh, squats every day. This is inspired, but it's not going to be the same exact thing. Um, Funny enough, that guy is a nurse, ER nurse, and I'm an EMT. Been working since I was 18 years old. Um, and I did, I'm 24 right now. I did about 5 years on the ambulance, and the past 2 years I've been working in the hospital. Um, I'll talk more about uh, the ambulance days later on, but um, yeah, I mean, it's just good to have, uh, you know, something uh, practice my consistency. I I warmed up before I did these sets. The light was in the shot, so it was super underexposed. You couldn't really see anything, and so I didn't include that here. But I love squatting. That's been the lift that I more or less practice the most. At my strongest, I was squatting 345. Um, so um, that was about 2 years ago. I pretty much stopped lifting for a while. After that, um, I just got busy. But now I've been able to, find some time. So I thought I might as well start. I've been thinking about doing something like this for a long time now. Um, and it's, game point to just do it. That's my dog, by the way, Carlos. He, you know, he takes a real interest in my lifts. Um, Definitely gets in my way sometimes. Uh, but yeah, he's a real cutie, about 14 months. So, um, not 100% sure what I'm going to be talking about here. I guess I'm just more or less just it's going to be my version of a podcast. Uh, I'll talk about random stuff throughout. Um, but this is more or less just for myself. Not really expecting anyone to watch this. Uh, if you have any comments. Okay, so this is my bench press. Um, by far my weakest of all the Olympic lifts. Um, yeah, I hit the weight against the weights on the squat rack there. I was a little too far forward. Uh, but yeah, I I definitely need to work on my upper body strength. Super weak there. Like naturally, I was just weak as far as upper body goes, so I never really practiced. Um, so hopefully, uh, this motivates me to work out my upper body more. Um, not, oh, I don't know. What else should I tell you guys about me? I was born and raised in Los Angeles. I still work Well, yeah, still live here, work here. Um, I never really expected to, I guess this would be considered fitness influencing, but I mean, I'm definitely on the intermediate side as far as lifting. I wouldn't take, I mean, I studied health and human science when I went to college. So I know a lot about like anatomy and physiology, exercise physiology, stuff like that, and I use that for my lifts. As far as like slow twitch versus fast twitch muscle fibers, how to target that. Uh, Overall, though, I mean, I'm not going to be really giving out any advice. I'm more or less just going to be talking about stuff I know. I'll definitely talk a lot about working in the ER and my ambulance days. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's good working out as far as working in the ER goes. You definitely need a lot of strength, a lot of carrying patients, and you know, it's important to have strength, especially like as a male working there. There's, you know, some things that are just expected to do, especially if you're working with a lot of female staff. So, you know, it's good that uh, work out as much as I do. Uh, but yeah, anyway, uh, I don't know. I have some funny stories as well. Uh, Living in Los Angeles, you get to experience a lot. And, you know, I definitely put myself out there, got to experience a lot. Uh, so, I don't know. A lot to talk about. So funny. I just have, whenever I was thinking about doing this, I was thinking of all the things I could talk about. And whenever you hit record, it's like my mind goes blank. But I'll have like, certain days where only talk about certain topics. I kind of just want to introduce myself for this first one. And yeah, I I don't know what else. I'm sure you guys are wondering, but I'm black and Mexican. Uh, Blaxican. Uh, Puedo hablar español. Feliz Dia de los Muertos. Today's Day of the Dead for all the Mexicans watching this. Um, and yeah, uh, I worked at a ER in East LA, and there I pretty much spoke more Spanish than I spoke English. Uh, I am a native English speaker, but I learned a lot of Spanish more or less by the time I got to college. Um, and in high school, my Spanish was terrible, but I've gotten really comfortable um, over the past few years. Um, my grandma, she only speaks Spanish, so I had like pretty decent basics. But it's only over the past few years that I actually gotten like fluent. Uh, okay, dumbbell skull crushers here. You can tell I'm getting pretty tired. I wasn't able to really isolate the movement, kind of cheating using momentum by the time I got there. So yeah, um, let me know if you guys want me to talk about anything in particular. But yeah, this is more or less gonna be just for me. I'll come up with stuff to talk about as I go along. But yeah, this, yeah, I will see. I'll see what else talk about as I go along. Yeah, you can really tell I'm struggling at this point. So yeah, hopefully we get to see some progress as I go along about this. But yeah, uh, thank you guys for watching if you've made it through all this way. And I will see you tomorrow.